choose your own path. So we're on part 3 of our baseball bat. Now, what I did was I ended up just hitting with a black and all the way through, and then I burnt it. So we're gonna add some white now to it, and we're just gonna mist in a little bit of white to some of the corners here. This is a pearl. It's not a white. Sorry. It's sort of changing. The pearl in the black sort of makes like a really shiny gray or silver. Now we're using our Neo Iwata. I forgot to say that. I should have said that. It's a very cheaper brand, maybe $80. We do have an Iwata air tank, though we have a Chinese one too that has a bigger tank to it, so I kind of like it better. But we do have a backup just in case. All right, guys. So let me show you what happened. It didn't film, but that's okay. Sorry. So we ended up painting it. Now you'd see it better that it looks like silvery. We went with a brown handle, a gold, whatever the hell that is. That's sort of like a brownish red all the way down. We added some more of the silver in here. So as you can see, it looks like that. So next step is basically to put our stain on it, and we're going with the cherry because we love the cherry. Cherry's awesome. And then we're gonna epoxy it because I want this thing to last for a while, and it's gonna sit in my car unless you want it. All right, so very simple steps is, and we're doing it all in cherry. So we're just gonna add our cherry to it like that, and you can see how that pulls it out, the grain. And I actually want to just, I'm going to cover the whole carving this time in the cherry red, just because I can, right? It'll sort of give it like a blood-stained red to it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, guys, sorry, but that's what YouTube's all about. Speaking of YouTube, man, it's hard to get subs. Like, you put stuff out every day, and it's like, yeah, oops, it ain't happening. You know, you get maybe 1 or 2, you know, subs here and there, but very rare, guys. So keep on putting at it. That's all you can do. That's what I do. And I've been doing this for a couple years now on this channel. Maybe a couple years now, not even sure. You know what? And you can get lucky too. Like, you know, there's a couple of guys out there. Hey, Just Card Rob. Look at that guy. He started after me, and he's already hit over 1,000. I mean, more to the fact that, you know, he's running off of another guy's channel where, you know, this is, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I said it to him to do that too, and that's how it works. Is when people have big channels and they give you a shout out, more people will come and check that out and see your stuff, and it's awesome. So you know what, I'm not, no jealousy, no nothing, just saying, you know, look how that works. The guy starts maybe a year, you know, after me, and he's already hitting that 1,000. Good for you, Rob. That's all I gotta say. Keep on carving, and all that. You know, other channels, yeah, you know what, some guys just get lucky, and you know, the algorithm works for them, and bam, they get hit really high. So you know what, just all I ask is everybody, you know, be good to each other, and share the videos, and let's see if we can get our sub count up. All right, not like I'm gonna make $1 million off it, because you know it's YouTube doesn't work like that. You don't make money off of YouTube unless you are a endorser, like you sell products and brands and stuff like that. And you know, it's not the $1 million dream like some people think that they're gonna get on it. But it's nice to have a lot of people on there to watch and to share and get yourself out there and say, hey, look at me, I could do this. All right, and you know the motto on this channel, if I could do it, you could do it. I mean, this is a simple carve. Didn't take very much to do. Just a lot of imagination. It's not based on anything or anybody. Damn it, like I said, I love The Walking Dead. I'm gonna do that again. I love The Walking Dead. I've been watching it. Haven't really missed an episode since. I know a lot of people go, oh, that show sucks. Well, you know what? I like it. I don't care. So, and one of my favorite characters on the show would be Negan. He's pretty cool. You know, he's got everything going for him. He's kind of nuts. Kind of like me. So, I really like the fact that, you know, they have his bat in there and all that. But it was kind of simple, right? I mean, to me, it's like I would have thought of something like this to throw in to the movie or into the show, because you know what? There were carvers back then. They didn't die off with the zombies. We were all still here. All right. So once you put on the amount of stain you want in there, we're gonna just kind of rub it in to all the bits. All right, because there is a lot of excess in there, excess, and we just want to kind of get all the spots that are more woody. But like I said, I put it all over, so it kind of looks like a blood stain kind of red on it, right? Just what I figure. And then what we need to do is wipe off some of this. So what we'll do is get a shop cloth. I use paper towels. All right. So just to take off, you can see I'm taking off, because then it takes forever to dry, and I think it says on the bucket itself that you're supposed to wipe it off after, you know, after it soaks into what you want it to do. So we're just gonna wipe that down. Okay, I want to give out a shout out to one of the guys that I just met. I think I mentioned him on my other video. His name is Gentry Riley. Check out his YouTube. He's on the Gentry Riley Designs. He's an airbrush artist. He's amazing. I don't care what he says. He says, whatever. No, he's amazing. He is actually the one that was doing the artwork for Gene Simmons on his bases. You gotta check out that shit, man. He's fucking amazing. Like, I was watching, he's sending me pictures of his work, and you know, too modest to say that it's awesome, so I'm gonna say it's awesome. All right, so check out Gentry Riley Designs. I hope I said that right. It's a name I've never heard. Gentry. He's American, and the guy is super awesome. Now, I just purchased the 3-way you know, adapter for my airbrush through him. Unfortunately, because, you know, the mail system right now is really shitty, coming from the USA out and or other ways is going in. You know, a normal 3-day thing may take up to 3 weeks, but hey, you know what? Don't care. We're gonna have it. We're gonna review it. We purchased this thing, and we're gonna review it because I saw it on Mike's airbrush. And then one of his friends, I saw it on his, I can't remember his name, George or something, I don't know. You'd have to check out his site where he has, because one of his friends has it and was using it. and nothing but, you know, positive reviews on it. When I get it, I'll show you how it works with my brush. Hopefully it works with my brush. He has it for the Iwatas and a couple other brands, even the cheaper brands it works really well with. If not, we're talking to Gunner Airspray right now. That's another good American company, and we're going to see if we can get maybe to test some of their stuff. If not, that's fine. We'll just keep on going with what we have, and in the future, when we do make, you know, enough, we will buy some of their stuff. I mean, it's all about reviewing and how it works and what it does for our product to your product. That's pretty much what it is. So now we're just gonna let this, we're gonna go throw this out in the sun. We put a hook on it and we are going to let it dry, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the airbrushing today. All right guys, ready to put our epoxy on. It's been stained. Ooh, I think we're gonna get a storm here. Thunder's going. So again, it's the pour on, and you really want to make it like white and milky. So a good 2 minute stir, at least, you know, minimum 2. If you can go even longer, it's fine. You got lots of time to work with it. Doesn't take forever. It doesn't, like, I mean, it doesn't set right this second. It's not a 5-minute epoxy. So you really want to get those two components mixed, the resin and the hardener. Sometimes if you don't mix them properly, when it cures, it doesn't cure evenly. There's a couple of items that happen like that. The only way to fix that is add more epoxy on it when you can. Now we'll have quite a bit of epoxy to put on. So what we're going to do again, we're not going to use a brush. We're just going to go with our hands, which we double our gloves. We double our gloves with this stuff. And like all the other times I tell you, you have to make sure that you keep an eye on it for at least the first 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes-ish. If you don't, you're taking a chance that you'll get some big drips. It should be warm out, warm enough that you don't have to worry about it not curing. But if you let it set for more, then it takes, like I said, about 24 hours to 72 hours for something like this to cure. It's just the way it is. So all we're going to do is, like we always do, is we're just going to rub it on and get it in all the little cracks and whatever we can. We're going to try to get it into the ribs, but oh, there goes the thunder. So getting it into all the good little grooves. And again, with the mixture that I made, there will be lots of leftovers again. So if we really want to we could just pick an item and kind of recover it. And like I do is I try to get into all the spots that I can. Getting it in there thick, but being able to wipe it out, because you don't want these things, they'll dry hard after if you leave it in there too much. So you really want to get it, kind of get it in there, but not leave it thick in there. The easiest thing to do is get your hands in there, and then again, like I said before, guys, this will end up making the item stronger, more durable, you know, all those fun things that when we want to keep our projects lasting long, we epoxy them. I have my fish and my bird outside that I chainsaw carved. That's been out there for at least 3 to 5 years in the minus 40 to plus 40 weather out here, and I don't have it cracking. Not yet, not that I see. And if it is cracking, I don't see it. All right, so once you got that nice and covered, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna hang it. Ooh, here comes the rain. It's pouring now. That's okay, we need it. We haven't had a good rain in, oh, hell of a long time. We need the rain, we need the water, guys. Alright. So I'm just gonna get the cracks, the pieces out of the cracks here, or out of the ribs. Whatever's left over. Very simple. Very simple, easy to do. Just get your fingers in there if you got the space. And sort of just wipe it out. And whatever you have extra, just kind of rub it. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll let this dry. Keeping an eye on it again, like I said. I'm just gonna hang it up. Give it one full pull down like this so I don't have any big extra pieces. Ooh, you can hear that. And then I'll just take a piece that I have extra that has already epoxy on it, just to get rid of the excess. This way it's not wasted. I put them all over the frogs and everything. Just rub them on the frogs, make them a little bit more solid. Hopefully these frogs don't fall apart or they don't break on me. Well, yeah, I didn't realize it was going to rain like that. I had one leg, like one frog. Decided I didn't want to stay on here. Which one was it now? Here, froggy, froggy. Alright, let's play a game. Which frog is missing a leg? Let's see, these ones has his. He has all four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's odd. I have an extra leg. Haha. Probably one of my frogs. One of my frogs jumped off. It's supposed to have, I remember having a frog that was missing. Oh no, he's right there, sorry. Frog that jumps off. Yay. We're just gonna add him. We'll just put his leg in there and he'll harden. He'll harden with, he's right here, it's this frog here, it's slippery. It's a back leg that was missing, it kind of fell off. We're just gonna tuck him in there, and with a little bit of epoxy, extra epoxy, we're just gonna goop that on him and under him. And we'll let that set. So yeah, that is done. Off to the next project, which we're not even sure what that's gonna be. Be anything, I guess. My wife actually wants me to make some sort of gull, like a seagull of some sort. She'd like me to carve her one. She doesn't pay though. Just kidding. You know what? You gotta love it. But I might think of that as being a next carving for her. Something she might like. So we're gonna let these guys sit. And I don't know where I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna do it all at the bottom, I think. Alright guys, so there it is. It's gonna dry. It's gonna look awesome when it's done. We just recoated a couple other things, which is fine. You know what? We have nothing left of this guy, so we'll dispose of this properly. Not all over my hands. And we will definitely show you what it looks like in another video when it's done. It'll probably be the star of my next videos, because it's going to be with me all the time. Anyway, like we always say, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, subscribe, and share. Let's get us all out there. Let's see if people like this stuff. Leave comments, guys. Don't be scared. Don't watch the video and just bypass it. Just say yay or nay. I want to hear from you. I do. I like reading the comments. I don't get massive amount of comments. Really want to boost up the sub count. Really want you guys to be involved. Is it something you would do? Is it something you like? Is it something you don't like? I like it. That's me. I'm just crazy that way. Love the skulls. Into the dark stuff. Not dark myself, but love dark craziness and all that. So, but I'd love to hear from each of you guys. Don't be shy to, give me a hello. I really appreciate it on all my videos. I really like the fact that you guys follow. Like the fact you guys are watching. Some of the thumbs up are good. I get a couple thumbs down. Don't give a shit. Tip jar at the bottom. I don't think I have to leave any links in below because I didn't have any. Iwata airbrush. We use our cut saws. The tools we're using is Proxxon and Fortums. It's all good. So thanks for watching, and on to the next one. See you soon.